seen enough of them today.
Coach, talking to your players, there seemed to be a theme of when you were on defense, you never make them uncomfortable.
No, we didn't. You know, it's hard to make a team uncomfortable if in fact they're making shots and you can't pressure them out because they've always got pressure releases because their 5 men is their best ball handler. And so that was certainly the case today. And, you know, when we played them before, I'm not sure we ever stopped them. But we defended them better. And one way to defend them better is obviously to probably play a little bit better offensively and limit their possessions a little bit. But today was a pretty fast-paced game, and we didn't do a good job of ever really getting any rhythm defensively at all. They controlled the game from their offensive end.
Is there anything you could have done differently on Yang? You said it's a 5-man who can bring your big men out from the paint. Is there anything you can do differently to kind of control a player like that?
Yeah, you know, we could probably, you know, Fred's really good at matching up, and we play one really small guard. So we tried to put it in a situation where we could, at times, switch the ball screens. But Fred's smart enough to make sure if we switched them with, you know, with a little, and then therefore create an advantage for them inside with Yang on that deal. So if I had to do all over again, we would probably do something different. But the biggest thing we'd have to do would be play with more energy because, you know, you can't allow a team to go, you know, they had 10 three-point plays in the first half. And then I don't know they only made 3 threes, but I think they had 2 or 3 three-point plays the second half in addition to making threes. And we you know, it's too hard to play from behind when you're scoring twos and they're scoring threes. And that stretch to start the second half put us in a hole. We just couldn't get out of it.
You mentioned how well they played on offense. Is there anything you could have done on defense to stop them, which is one of those nights where everything they threw up their hitting? You said they hit a lot of three-point plays.
Well, yeah, I think we could have played with more energy, and we played like a team that was. This is an excuse because they played the same minutes last night for the most part, but we played like a tired team defensively. And a lot of times, I said this earlier, when you're not playing with unbelievable energy and fatigue is set in a little bit, it doesn't usually hurt your offense as much as it hurts your defense, and that was the case with us.
It's a little bit concerned going into the tournament with the defense and the point guard play.
Defensive what?
And the point guard play that you like today.
Well, you know, I think you're always concerned that you want to play better, but we were great defensively last night, and Oklahoma State's got 4 guys that can really score too. So, but tonight we weren't as good defensively.
Coach, you got until Sunday 5 o'clock to, I don't know, chew on this, however you want to put it, and then you get a new life. You know?
Oh yeah, everybody does. Everybody does. It's, you know, it's the same way. Even if you win the tournament on Saturday, by Sunday at 5, it doesn't matter.
It's over.
It's over. So you know, I'm not. You know, we left out of here a couple of years ago. I think we lost to Baylor, if I'm not mistaken, in the second round. I think we had a pretty good run in the tournament after that. I think we went to the finals. So, you know, obviously it'll be more difficult if we don't have Joe. But you know, when you take a guy out of the equation like Joe, that defensively and offensively you can run everything through him, and then you play a team like Iowa State and they're on their game. That was a lot for us to overcome tonight. So not an excuse, but that's a fact. So we need Joe to get back, but certainly our players are good enough to go play better than we did on the defensive end this time. But we'll feel bad about this one for a day. But in all honesty, it's time to, you know, really try to have some fun and do something to prolong our season as long as we possibly can.
Coach, you said yesterday that Andrew learned maybe how to put a team on its back, you know, on his back, maybe carry him. It seemed like Perry may have done that tonight.
Well, Perry's was different. Perry got his points early. But yeah, Perry was good offensively. There's no question about that. You know, anytime you get 30 points on 12 shots, he was so efficient. So I thought Perry was really, really good. You know, we're going to need everybody to play good when you're playing against as talented team as that, but not everybody had as good an offensive night, and then I didn't think anybody defensively had a real good night for us.
What did Iowa State do differently in the second half to maybe slow him down a little bit?
Slow down Perry?
Yeah.
Well, they didn't guard the other big, so you know, it's hard to get angles when you don't guard the other big, and you know, that's one thing about Joe. You can't really do that because you have to guard Perry. And when the defenses are designed to stop Perry and you don't have another big in there that can stretch it, or in the way they go to ball screens, it was better for them to stay in tight. So they did a nice job with scout report on that.
All right, Coach.